Hello, everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of our deep dive into the Algorand Autonomous News System. In the last video, we looked at the ingestion engine. We saw how to scrape difficult websites using bright data and filter that noise down to a single high-quality signal. Today, we are looking at the brain of the operation, the content factory. At first glance, this workflow might look deceptively simple. You see a few nodes, some AI calls, and a WordPress connector. But do not let this simplicity fool you. What we are looking at here is not just a text generator. It is a multi-agent system with distinct roles, parallel processing, and most importantly, self-healing capabilities. The goal of this video is to show you how to take raw data and turn it into a high-value, SEO-optimized asset without human intervention. And while I will show you this specific setup for the agricultural market, I want you to keep an open mind. This exact architecture can be expanded. You could add automatic term analysis to link internal keywords. You could add vector databases to prevent repetitive content. You could even add a fact-checking agent before publishing. We are going to cover all of that today. Let's dive in. Everything starts here. The trigger receives the raw text from our scraper, but raw text is boring. We don't just want to summarize it. We want to add value. This is where prompt engineering replaces traditional coding. Notice that I haven't just told the AI to write a post. I have assigned it a specific persona. I told it, you are a senior market analyst. Why is this important? Because LLMs are like chameleons. If you ask for a blog post, they write like a generic marketing intern. If you ask for a market analysis, they use professional terminology, active voice, and data-driven insights. I have given it strict constraints regarding structure, data handling, and tone. But there is one constraint here that is more important than all the others: legal compliance. We are building a professional news aggregator, not a pirate site. It is critical that we respect copyright and fair use. Therefore, I have instructed the AI to always end every single post with a clear source credit. It takes the original URL passed down from our scraper and creates a specific HTML block with a direct link back to the original publisher, like APK Inform or AgroTachka. We also ensure this link is tagged as rel equals nofollow and target equals blank. This ensures we are giving full credit where it is due, driving traffic back to the source, and keeping our operation legally sound. This automated citation system is a non-negotiable part of the workflow. I am the digital avatar of Alexander. Need SEO? Get in touch, and my team at SEO Kucha will take care of you. But for custom automation and AI, that is my personal specialty. Check the links below, and let's get to work. Once the content is written, we have a fork in the road. In a manual workflow, a writer would write the text, and then an SEO specialist would come in to add the meta tags, the slug, and format the HTML. In n8n, we do this in parallel. On the top branch, we have the designer. This AI node takes the text and converts it into WordPress Gutenberg blocks. Why Gutenberg? Because if you just paste raw text into WordPress, it looks like a wall of text. We instructed this model to use specific HTML comments, like @ to create beautiful striped data tables and styled lists. This ensures that when the post hits the site, it looks like a developer hand-coded it. On the bottom branch, we have the SEO Specialist. This node has a completely different job. It ignores the formatting and looks purely at the intent of the article. It extracts the focus keyword and generates a high CTR title, a URL-friendly slug, a compelling meta description. By splitting these tasks, we get better results. The designer doesn't need to worry about SEO, and the SEO specialist doesn't need to worry about HTML tags. They are specialized agents working simultaneously. Now, this is the most technical and critical part of the video. If you have ever built an AI automation, you know that AI is probabilistic. Sometimes it works perfectly. Sometimes it hallucinates. For a website, we need strict reliability. We cannot publish a post with a broken URL slug or a missing title. To solve this, I am using LangChain's structured output parser. This forces the AI to reply only in valid JSON format. It's not allowed to chat. It's not allowed to say, here is your JSON. It must return a clean object with keys for slug, title, and meta. But what if it fails? What if the slug is empty? In a basic script, the automation would crash. In this workflow, I built a self-healing loop. This if node checks, is the slug empty? If yes, it follows the false path and sends the task back to the AI agent to try again. If no, it proceeds. I also added a loop counter check, run index more than 20, so it doesn't loop forever. This means the system detects its own errors and fixes them before a human ever sees the problem. This is what makes the difference between a toy and an enterprise system. Now, I want to pause the walkthrough for a moment to talk about potential. This workflow you see here is currently set up for a specific news use case, but the logic, ingest, analyze, parallel process, publish, is universal. If you are a developer or a business owner watching this, here's how we could expand this system. 1. Automatic term analysis and internal linking. Right now, the posts stand alone. We could add a node before the HTML creator that queries a vector database of all our previous articles. The AI could then find relevant keywords in the current text and automatically insert hyperlinks to our old content. This would skyrocket our SEO performance by building a mesh of internal links, fully automatically. Q. RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation. We could ingest PDF reports or proprietary market data into a Pinecone database. Before the analyst writes the article, it could query that private data. This would allow the AI to cite our own internal reports, making the content unique and impossible for competitors to copy. 3. Fact-checking agent. We could add a critic node. Before publishing, a second AI model could read the draft, search Google to verify the prices or facts, and send it back for rewriting if it finds a discrepancy. This is the power of n8n. We are building a modular assembly line. You can snap new capabilities in and out like Lego blocks. Back to our current workflow. Once the parallel branches finish, they meet at the merge node. This waits for both the designer and the SEO specialist to report back. We have one final quality control step, the cleanup HTML node. Even with structured output, sometimes LLMs wrap their response in markdown backticks. This simple expression strips those out, ensuring we send clean code to WordPress. Finally, we map everything to the WordPress node. Title maps to title. Content maps to content. Slug maps to slug. And the category ID, remember that from video 1? Maps to the category field. We set the status to publish, and the article goes live instantly. But a text-only article isn't enough for 2025. We need visuals, and we need distribution. As you can see, the workflow doesn't end at WordPress. It triggers a sub-workflow called ImageGen Algorithm Agro. In the third and final video of this series, I will show you how we generate context-aware AI images, no generic stock photos, and how we automatically broadcast these updates to a Telegram channel to build a loyal subscriber base. This is the future of content marketing. Autonomous, high quality, and scalable. If you are looking to build a custom system like this for your business, whether you need complex term analysis, image ingestion, or multi-platform publishing, contact me. I help businesses automate their most expensive processes. My links are in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in part 3.